Hey Aquarius, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing your guides be so direct with you with something. This is even one of those moments where it's like, you almost don't want to listen to what they're having to say, or you want to like turn a blind eye a little bit, and they're like, no, stop and just clarify something for you. So it could have been something that like maybe in the past you would have fallen back into like an old pattern or something like that, but I'm seeing them be very, very direct with you with something in particular that's going on for you currently. I'm hearing something about not forgetting. I'm looking at the Seven of Pentacles here. You could be waiting to see how something is going to be working out for you. I'm looking at Aries on the bottom of the deck. You may be thinking about whether or not something is worth investing in when it comes to like a collaboration. This could be like seeing someone, hanging out with them, working with someone. It's like you don't know where this is going to lead yet, and you may even be not completely on board with this. Maybe trying to figure out what this even means for you. I was having a thought too with the last reading. In the beginning of that spread, like for some of you, there could be somebody coming into your life and they're kind of shrouded in mystery. Like, you don't know why this person's showing up, and you don't know like what necessarily you're meant to do with them coming into your life, but they're there for a purpose. You just may not have known, or like you may not know yet, or you may just be figuring it out right now, or it's going to be a process. It seems like something is just not obvious to you. And as someone that's good with like reading energy and stuff, that may have been a little bit weird, but I'm getting that it's for a purpose. So yeah, you may even be trying to figure out like how much you want to be asserting yourself in a situation, like how appropriate that is, and like wanting to like really read the room as well. It looks like you're going to be put in charge of something. This is what I'm seeing here. I'm hearing handy dandy. Maybe some of you guys are doing like something physical even. It's such a weird thing to come through. Or like maybe you have to use some sort of muscle, but like that doesn't have to be physical. That can be mentally too. I'm seeing it be more of like an assertive type of energy here that you're being like pushed into, guided into. Or like some responsibility is falling on you now. I'm seeing there be other people involved in this, or at least one other person. Does this have you getting nostalgic? It like, I don't know, maybe it reminds you of something that you've been through. For some of you, you could really be connecting with someone from the past, but I'm seeing this be more so like more of a memory space even. It's like it reminds you of some type of situation you've been through before, and you're like maybe not wanting something to repeat itself again, and you're like thinking if this is triggering past memories, like how invested you want to get in something or not. I'm seeing a situation like that. You're gonna have to make a choice. It's matcha for whoever's curious. So is it like a good thing? Are we seeing it as a good thing that this situation is reminding you of something you've gone through, or are we not liking this? You may bow out of this completely. You're like, ooh, I've been here before. I'm not going to do that again. Not that dance again. But, like, you may have to take it upon yourself to make sure that something doesn't repeat. I'm seeing it, like, the outcome of this is going to be based on your particular actions. So, making sure you're mindful of, like, what it is that you're doing here and the steps that you're taking. For some of you, though, this can actually be somebody from your past, like, trying to come back around. And I'm seeing you, like, immediately turn away from this, but then you're like, let me think about this a little bit. Like, you may be trying to figure out whether or not this is going to work for you. It's almost like to them you say no, but in the back of your mind, you're still kind of going back and forth a little bit. I'm trying to figure out if this would be something that would work for you, if this would be an ideal situation or not. What it looks like to me is that, like, you may not be able to make a complete decision yet, and you're gonna have to, like, make decisions over time, but you can't do, it's not like a one and done here. I'm seeing, like, something consecutive needing to happen. Yeah. The purpose of this, like, why this is coming up right now, it looks like this is supposed to jog your memory of something, and there's something that you're meant to be picking up from this. So you could have been in a past experience with someone, and whether this be a new experience, not with that same person, but it's, like, energetically similar, or this is really that same person coming back through, this is meant to put you in a place where you're thinking about something from the past, a past situation that you went through, but you're meant to be analyzing this. You're not meant to be taking action on this yet. Like, there's something that you need to learn or remember, pick back up on, that you already experienced. I'm seeing, like, two thinking energies sandwiching this Six of Cups over here. So a lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting, a lot of not taking action. There's a need to understand the purpose of something, or, like, make your best guess with why this thing has, like, re-entered into your life in whatever form it's re-entering your life. For some of you too, this is an energy, I'm hearing beware. This is an energy that you want to be mindful of too, because it's like red flags that you're being reminded of based off of, like, how this person comes through or something like that. This can even be something initially that you're like, you already know that you have an Achilles heel for this, like the way that something comes through, and you also want to be mindful of that too. Because you may even feel, like, disadvantaged in this situation a little bit. Like, maybe it's like one of those moments where you know, like, you have a soft spot for, like, someone or some type of story or some energy, or I don't know. It's those things that rationally your mind would be, like, yelling at you, but emotionally you're like, oh, my heart goes out to that situation. It's like, that person reminds me of a sad puppy. I should take them home with me and take care of them, you know, like one of those situations. But it's like, you've been there and you've done that, and you have more skills now and more awareness than you did before. Or it's something that's like, ooh, inconsistent and dangerous. That's attractive. It's like something like that. Someone that, instead of pursuing you, like, you're chasing them. So many different ways that this can work out, but all in all, I'm getting that you've experienced something like this before. It's definitely triggering past memories for you, and so it seems like this is a training course more than anything. About setting your boundaries. Yeah, it looks like somebody's trying to work with you. Somebody's trying to hang out with you. somebody's trying to collaborate with you in some type of way. But this is somebody that initially your gut response would be, no, it's not a good idea. Like, before this person's energy affects you in a way where you're unguarded, like, immediately you would not... Usually when our intuition is telling us something, sometimes we're tempted to do it, but that part of us that holds us back and is like, is this really a good idea? That's your intuition telling you it's not a good idea. So why you may feel conflicted is because you may want to do something and your intuition is telling you not to do that thing. And so that's where that like stammering comes from. And I'm seeing something where it's like, you are not going to get what you want out of this situation. You may even feel medium about it when it first comes through. And maybe kind of put off because it does remind you of something. Those are all there for protective purposes. Like these little messages that you're getting coming through reminding you. Not to put yourself back into a similar cycle. So you're in the process of figuring out how to either respond to somebody or set boundaries or advocate for yourself or state your needs. Or have some sort of conversation with this person. I'm seeing like you may be more solid on your boundaries and advocating for yourself, but it's just about like how you're going to actually take action to do that. So it's like when you think about where you stand with things, you may know where you're standing. However, you may still be working on like the presentation and trying to figure out that for yourself. Because I'm seeing you like definitely don't want to be taken advantage of in this situation. Like, there's definitely an energy that feels a bit guarded with the King of Wands here, I'm seeing. It's someone that's, like, trying to be strategic with what they're doing here. I'm hearing reply with the Ace of Wands here. Like, think about what you want to say to this person, how you want to respond, what you're going to do. Like, they may still be waiting to find out, like, whether or not you're trying to get involved with them. But I'm seeing you be like, I'm not going to take the offer. It's not what I want. It's not what I need. And this can be like a client, too. It's like somebody's coming through and something's going on with their energy and you don't want to be working with them. Or it's a person. Like, it really can be anything. It's something that's trying to appeal to you, but you don't resonate with this. Whatever this is or whoever this is. And I'm seeing you be aware of this, but there's also a sense of you knowing that you're not going to find what you need there and that you're meant to be walking away from it, but part of you is, like, still keeping you stuck. It's like you're in your head about this. Oh, it's because you may not want to have a conversation with someone. The Eight of Swords just fell right over this little lady over here. So you may be figuring out how you want to formulate a topic of discussion with this person, how you want to reject them. I am seeing a sense of rejection here. Don't think about this too much where you become passive or inactive even. You're going to have to step up and do something about this. So, like, I'm seeing a lot of thinking about it, but so much that you may become a little bit stagnant and you're going to have to step up and take action and do something. I'm getting too, like, in your heart and with your intuition, you know, like, exactly the path that you want to be going, but you overthinking things is what's getting you stuck here. So this is not about you not knowing what to do. You already know exactly what you're meant to be doing here in this situation. It's just about actually doing it. You may also be like, well, I don't want to miss an opportunity, but I feel like that's just part of the shadow holding you back. When you're making decisions, it's all about checking the intention space and being like, is this coming from an empowered space or is this coming from a fear space? And ask yourself about that. Like, is it coming from a place of depravity even, I'm hearing? Or one where you feel like you're supporting yourself? I don't think... I'm looking at Virgo. For some of you too, you don't have as much experience with turning people down or rejecting people or saying no even. It's like you may even find yourself in the place of like being more comfortable playing the martyr at times and not advocating for yourself. It's like when you actually do want to though, but it's kind of like sacrificing yourself for other people sometimes, or because people like need you or need your help. That's also a form of codependence. So as I said before, make sure you're checking your intention space when it comes to how you're responding to people. Because even if you think that you may be helping, it may just be a form of like being passive or you people pleasing, stuff like that. And the more awareness we have, the more educated choices we can make for ourselves. The more informed our choices have the potential to be. I'm hearing something about being shy with the King of Cups here. I don't think everyone's going to relate to that, but I am getting a little bit of a shy energy. So what's going to help you here is to ground and think about like why you're doing what you're doing before you respond, and have your reasons, and to not do it from a place of being emotionally reactive or being like cornered and feeling like you need to give an answer. This is about you really thinking things through and feeling like you're calm and centered before you enter back into a space where something is expected of you. Because this could even be like a rebuttal type of energy. Like you may be going back and forth potentially with this person. I'm looking at the Knight of Wands. It's like you want to be grounded but make it sassy. I'm kind of getting that a little bit. I don't know if this is like actually something that's gonna pull through. Like you may be responding in a serious way. Like the King of Cups is somebody that's not going to be reactive. It's somebody like taking themselves seriously, like not in an ego way, but it's someone that is like managing their emotions and giving a mature response. And it's not somebody that like you're really gonna like spook or unsettle. It's someone that just like has it together. This would be like a grounding, a calming energy to be around. So I'm seeing you like want to reply to this person in that way. Like to come from that place of being grounded and like feeling good about that. But like the way that this person responds to you, like you see how they're coming through. They may try to, you know how some people, like when the conversation is serious, like they may start joking around. I'm seeing kind of an energy like that. It's like they may not like what you're saying or they may not want to hear it, so they're trying to like joke you out of it a little bit. Or try to tease you in some sort of way, or like even be flirty. It looks like this person's energy is trying to throw you off a little bit. Like you would probably perceive this person as being confident. But this can even be like a subtle type of manipulation here with this energy. Like they may be somebody that's good with their words and a little bit flirty and deliberately try to throw people off to get what they want. Like not even in a malicious way, but that just may be used to how they're used to doing things. Like this would be somebody that like perceives themselves as being like kind of suave. So I feel like I'm watching a TV show here with all of this. Yeah, they may like be trying to convince you of something, but the type of energy that they're coming through with, it just does not seem appropriate for where you are and like what you're looking for, or maybe even like the environment or the circumstance. It doesn't seem to match your energy. Like I'm seeing a lack of compatibility. They may be somebody that you have like exciting banter even with, or like some sort of stimulating conversation or interaction with this person. They want something new with you. Like they want to start something for sure. But yeah, it looks like you guys have two different objectives, and that's why the mismatched energy is. It's like they want a new beginning, but a different type of beginning than you want. Like I'm seeing you be in an energy where like you want stability, and this person wants like something fun and exciting. And they're not looking for any sort of commitment. But they do want something with you, just not what you want. Remember, two energies can always be reversed. You could be attracted to, like if energies are reversed, you could be attracted to somebody, you want to have like a physical experience with them or something. Or like you want to date them but casually, something like that. Or like you want like flirty interactions with them. Or like a playful type of connection, and this person that you're dealing with wants something serious. That's all they're looking for. I'm seeing too, like, whoever the more serious energy is, I'm seeing this person has done a lot of work when it comes to, like, managing their emotional experience. I'm seeing, like, a very wise, grounded energy. Like, it's just somebody that is like the opposite of foolish. Like you would even see this person like maybe in like kind of a regal energy for some, not for everybody. I'm seeing like really deep purple and blue. It's even like a royal blue color, or like really deep purple. I'm hearing the word cashmere now, but that's not It actually, the purple color reminds me of the Crown Royal bags. You know that color purple? You may be thinking about like how exactly you want to be spending time with this person, and whether or not you want to go along with this or not. This person would also like be charismatic and convincing too. But as I said before, I think you know like from the jump that you guys have two different agendas going on here. It's like, you know that they even have other people involved in what they're doing, and like you're thinking about still if you want to start something with them, potentially, for some of you. For others of you, it's like you're over here checking in with your guides, trying to figure out if this is something right for you to get involved in. Like for some of you too, there's like some type of like project even that you could be working on with this person. You may be like paired up with them or something. I'm seeing them definitely being like a goofy type of energy. But that could even be distracting to you, because I'm seeing you like be so serious with something over here. It's like if you're trying to collaborate with this person, you're like giving these like really serious responses and like taking something really seriously. And like this person is over here like making you laugh during the presentation. Like this is the type of energy I'm seeing with them. Yeah, for some of you, I'm definitely seeing like a work setting or a school setting or like training for something. I think that you definitely would like see part of yourself within them, which like that even may be the part that draws you in towards them. Not that you're necessarily going to act on it, but that may be the thing that's so alluring when it comes to this person. Like, part of their energy definitely does match yours, but it may not be in a way that you want to be exploring right now. If they asked you something and you feel like you need time to think about that, definitely take that time. Especially when it comes to like your standards and what you're getting involved in and like what you're signing up for here with this person. Because I'm seeing it be like you are being guided to have a think about something before you go and respond to them. It's like this whole checklist of like you and your guides here going over something, trying to figure out if this is going to work or not for you before you respond to them. Because like you may even be under like some type of illusion that eventually this could work out and turn into a relationship, but I'm seeing something with little old Neptune over here, which can kind of get us in a place where it's like if you have the rose-colored glasses on, you're talking about this mansion that you're gonna have with this person and like your 3 kids and the white picket fence or like whatever your fantasy is here, and like your, I don't know, like whatever it is that you fantasize when you think about like your dream situation with someone. However, when we come back into reality, like this person is here for a good time, not a long time. This is what I'm seeing again, reinforcing this. So you're meant to like not be tricked by this, because I'm seeing too that this could be something again that has happened in the past for you. It's like you have chemistry with them and you're over here like trying to debate your values with yourself, or like even this person is bringing that into the conversation when you already know where you stand, you already know what you want, you know the work that you've done, you've been even in a similar situation, and you're being guided to think about this clearly. Because Neptune too can be a very deceptive energy, and it's like you think things are one way and then like 3 months in you find out that they are not at all what you thought that they were. But because you wanted to like believe the fantasy, that's what you were seeing, you know? So we have to be very, very careful with Neptune. And that's not to say it's always like that, but in this situation particularly, I'm seeing like this person may be down, but down for you and maybe some other people. So you do definitely have chemistry with them, though. Yeah, we're getting down to the point where a decision is going to need to be made. I don't think that you want to make this decision, but I think you know what you need to do here. It's about asking yourself if this person meets your standards when it comes to like what you look for in a relationship. The thing is that I'm getting that like you already know how this person is, but like maybe you want to have a conversation to clarify and find out that they really are the Knight of Wands. Like this person may like goof around with you at first, like when you're breaking the ice to have this conversation, but eventually I think that they'd be honest with you. I guess it's also going to depend for each person and their situation. This is a general reading. But yeah, as far as like the energy that I'm seeing here, I'm seeing someone that it may be a little bit hard to sit them down and have a serious conversation with them, but I think that they would be willing to, because like I'm not seeing them try to be harmful. They're just like living their life in the way that they want to, and it just doesn't seem like that works out for you. And this just seems like a situation where you're like, you know what, like what you want and what I want does not align right now, and there's no like issue or judgment with that. It's just like not going to work out. So I'm seeing you also know too that you're better off not to get involved in something, because you could always also be the type of person where it's like maybe you have physical chemistry with this person, or like you're feeling like it would be there, but you know that like if you get physical with someone, that then you develop feelings, and this person is like, it's not going to go further than that, so you know not to go there in the first place. You know what I mean? So all right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I'm looking at Neptune and Libra in this spread. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.